Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your spiritual revolution guidance reading for the month of Leo. So, Leo season is running from July 22nd until August 22nd, and there is a lot going on this month. Starting off with on July 23rd, so the second day of Leo season, Mercury is stationing direct. So, for the past 3 weeks, leading up to that point, Mercury has been in retrograde, and it has kind of felt a little bit like a pause, like around the new moon of Cancer. This last week of Cancer season has felt like a pause, like a moment to breathe and a little bit of the eye of the storm. And now that we're moving into Leo season, the heat is being turned on again. And Mercury is saying, hey, you guys, it's time to start taking action and moving forward with the plans that you've been making this year. However, let's not forget that Pluto and Neptune are still in retrograde. And during Leo season, we're going to see Saturn and Chiron move into retrograde stations as well. So this summer, we will have 4 of the luminaries in retrograde. So it's still a time to reflect and revisit, what's been going on in your life this year, because there has been a lot, let's be honest. And things are not going to slow down. So we have our full moon in Aquarius on July 29th, and we have our new moon solar eclipse on August 12th. So in Leo season, we're moving into eclipse season as well. And we know eclipse season brings transformation, it brings chaos, it's unpredictable, things are shifting and changing. And in the middle of these moons, between the full moon and the new moon, we also have the Lionsgate portal. So, that's bringing a lot of manifestation energy and abundance and luck to the party as well. During Leo season, we also have 3 of the personal planets. So Venus, Mercury, and Mars are all moving into new signs this month. So that's going to bring some more fresh energy as well. And finally, on August 18th, the nodes are shifting into new signs. So for the past year and a half, the North Node has been in Pisces, the South Node in Virgo, and we're going to see them move into Aquarius for the North Node and Leo for the South Node. So that is going to change the focus of humanity and the collective over the next 18 months. So it's a jam-packed Leo season. So let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay, so Sagittarius, your overarching energy, the chakra that you're being called to embody is the crown chakra, and presence in particular. So presence, we have awareness, attention, reality, and connection. So this is really about thinking about the present moment and being mindful and aware and paying attention to your surroundings. And amidst all this chaos and all these changes and everything that's happening in Leo season, can you stay connected to the present moment? Can you stay grounded? And I love that this idea of presence is connected to the crown chakra, because if we are truly surrendering to spirit, we are living in the moment. And that's what you're being asked to do. So Sagittarius, you are ruled by Jupiter. And right now, Jupiter is in Leo as well. So there's a lot of Leo energy bringing your natural gifts to the surface. And one of those natural gifts is your connection to spirit and connection to the collective consciousness and the higher picture and the higher realms. And so it feels like you're really being asked to bring your attention to all of these things. And the other overarching energy that you have for this month is eccentricity. So we have Saturn in Aquarius, if you can see that there. So eccentricity. And Sagittarius, you are naturally eccentric. You have many different personalities, but interests and friend groups. And you can kind of not blend in, but get along with anyone and any situation and groups of people. And this is a real strength of yours, is your eccentricity and how you are, just unique. And you like to have the freedom to march to the beat of your own drum and really enjoy the moment and bring the joy and the fun and the party. And so this is really something that you're being asked to embrace for Leo season. Okay, so let's get into the details of this. That's the overarching energy for this next month. But we're also going to get some more specific messages for you. The spiritual revolution readings are for people who are aware that humanity is in a spiritual war right now, and you are being called to work for the light forces. And if you're being called to this reading, it's because there's some messages from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from the creator that you need to hear. So thinking about presence and eccentricity, let's get into the details of your reading. Okay, so the energy that you're bringing into Leo season, this is kind of your background energy, is the Queen of Cups. And you're going to notice that the imagery on this card is very masculine for the Queen of Cups. And that's because this is the in-between tarot. And this is like the first time that I'm using this deck in these readings. And I was called to it. The in-between tarot, it really blends the energy of the current card and the next card, understanding that the current moment that we're in, the present moment, is just it's a continuation of the next. And when we're in the next moment, we don't think of it as the next moment. We think of it as the present. The present kind of continues. And so the evolution of these cards is very much the same with that in mind. So the Queen of Cups blending into the King of Cups. This is the energy that you're bringing into Leo season. And it's funny because as I was preparing, setting up for this reading, I flipped over the top card just to see, and this is what it was. So this is definitely your energy, Sagittarius. And so the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, this is someone who feels very secure in your emotional stability. Like, yes, there can be things going on. The world is chaotic. Even in your life, you could be experiencing some turmoil or some negativity, some things that could bring you down, but you are good. You are steady. It's like, you are this boat in this chaotic water. Like I'm picturing a little bit of a storm on the sea, but the boat just goes with the waves and feels the water beneath and goes with the flow and is able, able to weather the storm. And it feels like that's your energy for the past month, like leading into this month. And that is going to bring you this emotional stability that is going to feel very grounding and keep you present. So that's great. I love that. And moving into Leo season, so this is the energy that you're being called to embody, or this is what you're going to experience. And it's the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups into the Eight of Cups. And traditionally, the message from the Seven of Cups is that you have so many options being presented to you, but to, really like make sure that you're not getting distracted by all of the options. And what it feels like this is that there are going to be options to presented to you, whether this is regarding your relationship. Maybe you're looking for a new relationship and there will be a number of potential partners that are presented to you by the universe, or you're looking for a new job or a side hustle, something like that. And there will be all these options presented to you, or even like just I'm feeling like hobbies, or some different way to spend your time. Like There's like lots of parties. Perhaps every weekend there's going to be all these options presented to you. And it's really important that you follow your intuition and look for the option or the path that feels that you're feeling compelled towards, that you're being pulled towards. And again, like, this is kind of that present moment, right? So think like, in this present moment, what am I feeling? And don't worry about, like, hurting anyone's feelings if you're being invited to all these parties. It's because you are the party. You are eccentric. You are fun. And um, and you're being presented all these options because it feels like you need this. It's almost as if you need these tests to reconnect to your intuition. Because often with the Seven of Cups, there is the challenge that you will be distracted, that you'll be talked into the shiny object, that the salesperson is going to know better than you what you want, and you could be convinced, or your mind gets in the way and you start overthinking and complicating the situation. And so you're kind of being tested a little bit during this Leo season. And it is a fiery season. It is passionate. So things are going to come to you quickly. But it's really important that you're connecting to your, I would say, to your solar plexus, but also opening your crown and allowing the messages from the universe, from your higher self, to come through. And as we move from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups, it's really there's a possibility for like this disappointment that you made the wrong choice and you have to move onto a different path and kind of leave that behind. So that's why I think it's really important that you trust your intuition in these situations. Again, if it's relationship, if it's career, if it's just parties or events or things that are coming up. Okay, now moving into your outcome energy. So what can we expect towards the end of Leo season? And we have the Four of Wands and we have the Three of Cups. So Four of Wands moving to the Five of Wands, Three of Cups moving to the Four of Cups. So let's start with the Four of Wands, because this is a very joyful, celebratory, exciting card, exciting energy. So what I was talking about, like with these parties or with these options, like there is a lot of excitement that is going to come to you as you make these choices. And if you're following your intuition, then you are making the right choice. If it is relationship, then the person that you choose, the option that you choose, you're going to have a lot of fun. And if it is career, the option that you choose, you're going to have a lot of fun. And if it's parties, the options that you choose, you're going to have a lot of fun. And and that's great. That's what Sagittarius loves. I feel like that this is a very positive card for you. And the what's the word? The lesson or the challenge here is that with the Four of Wands, as we move into the Five of Wands, there's potential for conflict. And conflict is part of the human experience. It's not something that we can completely ever avoid, nor should we want to, because lessons and actually it really shows us who we are when you're in conflict. What are the reactions, the cycles that you fall into, the patterns, and the reactions that you experience. And knowing that the party doesn't always last. The party can't last forever. Eventually, the energy shifts, and that's normal, and that's part of life. And I think especially with these eclipses coming up, because eclipse energy is transformative, and it's really about what do we no longer need? What can we leave behind that we don't have to carry anymore in order to move into the next phase or the next expression of our path? And Yes, have fun, be present, enjoy the moment, but know that eventually things will shift and there will be things that you may need to face, whether it's with another person or within yourself, and be open and present to that at the same time. And then with the Three of Cups, so Three of Cups is actually, it's pretty similar kind of to Four of Wands. It's very joyful, it's celebratory, it's having the people around you really vibe and connect. Like there is a camaraderie and it's really beautiful and it feels fulfilling and exciting. And so that's kind of like I think like a confirmation of what we've been talking about here with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, I would say, is more like expressive in a physical, energetic kind of way and like external. And then Three of Cups is more expressed internally, like you're feeling it emotionally. So not only is it going to be a lot of fun and like the party vibe, but also it's going to feel really fulfilling and like, yes, these are the people, this is the connection that I really want to make, and it feels right, it feels good. And the Three of Cups moving into the Four of Cups, there can sometimes be like a worry or a concern that what you have in front of you is not enough and that you're missing something. And perhaps this regret we feel when, like in the career example, if we choose a certain path, we choose a certain role, we're like, ooh, but was that the right choice? What if I went with that other option? Would I have made more money? Would I have enjoyed the team more, or the duties, or what, like, did I make the wrong choice? And the same thing with relationships. If you are choosing between a couple different options, there could be, when the reality hits and the conflict comes up, you're like, oh, well, maybe I should have went with the other person because maybe we would have got along better and this wouldn't have come up. And the Four of Cups, what it teaches us is that striving for perfect is always going to leave us disappointed, because perfection doesn't really exist in this realm. Humans are messy, the world is messy, and we need to find perfection in what we have in front of us and know that, like happiness isn't a thing, but it is a state, it is a mindset, it is a choice. And if you are experiencing conflict or disappointment or regret, something like that, it's a matter of you going inward and doing some of that shadow work and thinking like, okay, what is this showing me that I need to work on? Is this a mirror for me? And being really present with that reality and sitting with it in a way that you can, approach it with some real honesty. And that's part of the spiritual evolution. And so let's get a final message for you, Sagittarius, and see what comes up for Leo season for my Sag. And this is a fire season. You are a fire sign, so of course you feel the vitality. And it's summer. The days are long. Ooh, okay, I love this. So your final message is full moon in Aquarius, and that is our full moon coming up on July 29th. And the message is show the world the real you. And I think that this really falls with this eccentricity card, like they work together, because you are eccentric, you are different, you're, a little out there sometimes. And we love that about you, Sagittarius. And so be yourself, show the world the real you, whether this is in your relationship, in your career, at these parties, all of it, right? Because that's what the world needs to see. I think we're living right now, during the spiritual war, we're living in a state of conformity quite a bit. And a lot of people like to follow the herd and aren't really making the best decisions for themselves, either because they're not informed or they're afraid of what other people might think of them. Sagittarius, you are not afraid of what other people think of you. Or if you are, that's because you've been conditioned out of your natural state. And think about who you are in your most authentic expression. And you are as real as they come. Like if someone wants a truthful message, ask a Sagittarius. If they want to know, like, do I look good in this outfit? Ask a Sagittarius, because you are real. And this is a call. This is really a call for you for in this Leo season with Jupiter in Leo, for you to be your truest, most authentic expression, because that is what the world needs right now. That feels like medicine to me. Okay, so hopefully something in this resonated for you. Let me know in the comments if it did. If you have any questions, drop those down below as well. Give us a like, a share, a subscribe. All the things help out the channel. And I just want to say, like, remember, this is a general reading. So take what resonates, drop the rest. If you want to go deeper in a personal reading, hit me up. I'll put the booking link down below. And thank you so much for being here with me this month. Happy Leo season, and I'll see you in the next one.